What's going on, little midgets? Welcome back to another video. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about SPY. So we're going to jump right into it. No introduction. SPY did break out. I told you guys this in a recent video that I'm actually going to pull up. And I told you guys the exact number that if you bought on this day, which was the 9th, which, let's go back, was a Wednesday, and you sold 4 days later, which was the 14th. So you bought it on the 9th, you sold it on Monday. Bought it on Wednesday, sold it on Thursday. You would have hit your strike price. The reason I say this is, we'll listen to the video here, is right to 2%. So 2% would be up here. We're going to run out of room. Down here, all the way to 2%. So 2% is right at 585. 585. Thank you very much. What does that day hit? 585.42. Thank you. In 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. In 4 days, 585. So thank me later. Don't thank me now. All right. So if you bought on that day for 585 calls, it would have made money. It would have hit the strike price literally on the fucking dot. Here's how I did it. Not going back to TradingView. No. The average ADR for SPY, we figured out was 0.8%. That was after looking at these 3 days here, and we also realized that that was not supposed to be, because it's only looking at those 5 previous days. So I took the ADR of these days here, and the actual average range of these was around 0.4 to 0.5. I went a little bit risky. I said 0.5. 0.5 times 4 is 2%, or 2, and then what's 2% more than whatever the current stock price is at the breakout, which was 573, and that is exactly 585. And so that means that for 4 days it's going to move 2%, which means SPY is going to go from 573 to 585 in 4 days. Bang. Next up, SPY is setting up again in a way. This is very, very, very far from setting up. But if you SPY here, SPY set up pretty aggressively here, broke out pretty aggressively. Am I saying the economy is ruined? No, but there has been speculations, obviously, that the what's called the Feds will cut rates only by 25 points now, and not by 50 or any more higher. So the impact might be a little less. The economy is not fucked. Stocks are doing pretty good. The only thing I'm seeing here now is the very the scary scenario that could happen of SPY absolutely dumping. We saw that today. If you look on the 5 minute, I've experienced this. SPY absolutely fucking dumped. And I'm worried that this will happen again for this to set up. And the reason I say that is because on the weekly, SPY is very overextended. Sorry. And you can see here it is already started to go sideways. So this actually could set up a little bit nicer than this. But you can see that here, when it's starting to set up like these 3 days, the next 4 to 5 days are just pure plummeting. Is that going to happen again? No, but it does get pretty close to the 20. And that's where you have to look for, because in this period here, which is very crucial, because I'm currently in a trade, which I'll just talk about right after this, it's very crucial that it doesn't happen, because if it starts going down, that means that the setup and other stocks are going to follow SPY, and they're going to start going down or sideways too. And so that means that the option contract that I'm currently in might lose me money, and I don't want that to happen, obviously. So we need this to either keep going sideways while still going up a little bit, or just keep going up. Fuck it, let's just fucking go. Maybe this could be a very small setup and just break out already. Who gives a fuck? All right, let's talk about some setting up stuff. We have Oracle, very far-fetched, but it's setting up. Starbucks, very far-fetched too. I'm waiting for the 50. I mean, the moment it hits the 50, it's going to be a very strong setup here. I'm going to skip Spotify for a second. PayPal, I think I just added this to the watch list, but it's definitely going sideways here. It's got some high market cap. It's got some high volume. And Visa's breaking out. Yeah, it popped off. Visa popped off. So relation between those. Visa, PayPal, I don't know, just both fucking what's it called? Global payment. What's PayPal? Digital payments. Same fucking thing. All right. Amazon. Okay, this is far-fetched too, but it is kind of setting up. It's almost like I think it was Apple that like set up kind of like that. Yeah, like it went down, went sideways, inner, and then what is a shit show? But Amazon could be setting up here, could be breaking out. It's 52-week highs 201, so it's actually up here. Yeah. AT&T. I'm taking this off. This is not good. Apple. I mean, it's just a breakout, not setting up anymore. And sound. I'm taking this off too. Okay, let's talk about Spotify. Spotify is the one I'm currently in right now. There are a few news articles that came out on Spotify. I'm not going to go all over them. I recently saw, hopefully, yeah, this one. Spotify technology price target raised to $4.90 a share from $4.40 by KeyBank. Now, keep in mind, Spotify, this was posted 5 days ago. Spotify 5 days ago was in $3.73 range. And its buy rating was saying that it's going to go to $4.40. $4.40 is up here. Okay, all the way up here. These hedge funds say that it's going to go to $4.40, and then they changed it saying it's actually going to go to $4.90. So it's going to go even higher than we thought. Okay, that's their buy rating. That's what they're saying. That's crazy. Earnings come out very soon. I would not be surprised if there's a breakout right before earnings, because this could be either really good for the company or really bad. Okay. Rosenblatt maintains buy on Spotify technology, raises price target to $4.33 or $4.38. So different price targets everywhere. But look at this. It's all positive, all neutral, all positive. There is not a single negative thing about Spotify that has hit the news. Not a single negative thing. This goes by months. Okay, one negative thing. What is it? Outrage impacts for. Okay, that's bad. That's really bad. But that was a while ago. Listen. If we look here, the market cap is $76 billion. Its average volume is $1 million. That's a little rough. I would like that to be a little higher, but that also depends on the shares and stuff. Its P ratio is pretty high. 60 is pretty high. If you want to look at it, this company has, this is Spotify. This is a music, we can look at the profile. It's a digital music streaming service. The competition it has with Apple and SoundCloud and other streaming platforms is great. I mean, they have competition. If you also just look at the chart, this has been growing. This is a growing company. This is not stopping, right? The last time we saw a setup was down. There was no setup. This is like my beginning years. This was a while ago, but this is a little more refined. It's nice. It went up. I'm not too sure why. Definitely some news. It went up. Then it's going sideways. Very abrupt, but right back to the EMA. Then it's swinging in the EMA. Guess what? It hits the 20, bounces back, hits the 9, hits the 20 again, bounces back, closes above the 9 EMA, bounces back, boom, bounces right back to 20, and then off to a breakout. Now, this last candle here, this was not a thin candle. This was a pure reaction off the EMA. This was a pure rebound. Did I consider this a breakout? No. Would I have entered off that candle? No. Because the previous day was not a thin candle. And yes, the volume is there. So yes, in a way, I would consider this a breakout. Would I trade this breakout? No, definitely not on this day. But that's why I got in today. Now, today was a little messy. I will not lie. Today we took a rough loss before, and then I re-entered because I believe in this. I believe in this company. And you'll hear me this. If you guys were here for McDonald's, we've had one big loss with McDonald's that I shared with you guys. I'm going to share this too. I had a big loss with Spotify this morning, and then I re-entered that day too. The thing is, on the 5-minute, this was kind of hard. The high was 382. I bought in this candle, right, before it even broke out. So I was like, okay, let's do that. Boom, it broke out. It went straight down. Boom. Did not hit the day low, but I sold when I saw this candle. I was like, okay, or contract's fucked. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't. I'm also in paper trading. I've been paper trading, so we're up $17 on spot. I have a 397 call. That's what I'm also in real life. Oh no, in real life I have like a 400 call because it's a little bit cheaper. But it's definitely a lot more riskier. So we'll see if that hits. But you can see, like, look, this is not a breakout day. You can see this went up, it spiked, it went down, and then it slowly, and I mean slowly, came back up to the open. That's why that day looks so bullish. But trust me, it had some really bad backstory during the day. So yes, yesterday, or no, not yesterday, the day before, huge volume, lots of action, lots of people buying, gap down, went back up. This is good. This just sideways. Maybe people aren't sure if they're going to buy, sell, whatever, this and that. Who knows? Maybe people are just selling their 0DT for 384 calls. Who knows? But it rebounded. And even though SPY went down, Spotify stayed sideways and actually closed positive. Listen, I believe in this company. It's already above both, breakout points that I've marked. Okay, this high and this close are both like crucial standpoints for this company to break out. I believe that this will break out. I believe that it will definitely hit 389. Okay, and if it hits 400, which is a little, I mean, it's up there, right? And I have it for almost a week. So from now on, this needs to just go. It needs to absolutely just go. And if it doesn't go, it doesn't go, but I at least need to make my money back. That's all I care about. But I will keep you guys updated in this process. I'll keep you guys updated in the journey, but yeah, that's what I'm looking at. And yeah, that's it. I also made a script for the option strike price calculator. So here you can see that it tells you the strike price of 397.13, and it's pretty accurate because this is when I did it manually. This is the calculator, which is pretty cool. You can enter the ADR and then the days you're holding, and then it calculates that automatically. So hypothetically, let's say your ADR on Spotify is, let's just say it's 2% and I'm holding for 5 days, right? It's going to automatically say, okay, you should go and set the strike price at 420. But let's say it's only 1%, then it's going to say it's now 400. But let's say I'm only holding for 3 days, so it's a little more risky. It's going to be 393. So if you guys want this, let me know. It's a very useful tool. You just have to know how to use it. Yeah, let me know if you want this calculator, because this way you just open trading view, you have your chart up, boom, you're literally on the 1 hour, the 5 minute. All right, let's go to 5 minute. Right. Oh no, let's do this. Right, you're on the 5 minute, you're like, okay, boom, I'm about to enter here. What's the average ADR? Boom, I should get in at 396 calls at that time. Boom, there you go. You're on. That's it. All you need to previously do is manually get the ADR, or you could have what's called a another indicator. The only thing is I don't trust other indicators because I've looked at the scripts of all of them, and they're very simple scripts and they don't work the way they're supposed to work. So it's very easy to do. All you do is you go back. If you want to be more not risky, go 20 days, but I just go 5 to 6 days out before the breakout happens, or before the thin candle happens, before the breakout. Just calculate the high, the low, the open, the close, and just minus, subtract, blah, blah, divide, boom, bam. You just do the average. Like, everyone knows how to do average, right? You just add everything up, divide by how many days, boom, bam. That's your average, right? Then you get the ADR, that's your average daily range, and then you hold it, and then that gives you the percent, and then that gives you that. So if you guys want this script, let me know. I can go publish it. It's very useful, has helped me, and it definitely will help you. Without further ado, I will see you guys very soon. Peace.